What are you doing? I'll tell you what you're doing. You're listening to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Either you are, or I'll be skipping rope with your entrails. Ta-ta.
This podcast is brought to you by our patrons at patreon.com/Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Robots Radio. Games, lore, stories, community. Just press play. Welcome to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast, the podcast where we explore the amazing universe of the Elder Scrolls. Adventurers, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. This is your host, Tom or Robots, and I'm here with my good buddy, the dinosaur chicken sandwich eating adventurer, Lotus of Doom.
That's true. And that's going to really throw people off that weren't here for the live pre-show thing.
Oh, man. He figured out how to take dino nuggies. Is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm. Dino nuggies.
Dino nuggies.
You take 2 T-Rexes and a pterodactyl and you put them in a potato bun. You get a chicken sandwich. You put a nice piece of pepper jack right on the top. Boom, done.
Boom, done. And
that's right.
And a good 60% of our audience is from the United States, and they just ate way too much turkey and ham. So yeah. I'm sure they're very excited for something different.
Right. Yeah. So It's another bird.
Right. So if you like consuming birds, then here you go. Does guar count as bird?
It does not.
No.
Okay. No. Bantam guar may be up for debate. Regular guar, no.
That's it. Lotus just knows. There's no line there. But anyway, welcome back, everybody, and especially if you are surviving your Thanksgiving holiday, welcome back to the show. We have our patrons because we are wrapping up November to talk about murder. And with me this week, talk about murder, I'm just going to go through everybody, and then you're all going to make a bunch of sounds all at the same time. So get ready for this. We have Rob the Princess, Ben of Temeria, Be Free, Jumaroff, Siege Bro, Ombre Mortem, and T-Rex. Welcome, everybody.
Ahoy.
Wow, that is just as horrific as I had assumed it would be.
And there were some bird sounds in there, which was
I really appreciate that being super on brand.
Yeah, that was awesome.
My roommate probably doesn't.
Everybody else in your homes are all just like, what is happening in there?
Very annoyed.
So this week we were thinking about talking about the next year of Elder Scrolls Online, because usually come like December or January we get a little preview about like this is where things are going, and there's been a lot of speculation about that, but we're going to save that potentially for next month if they still haven't revealed it by the end of the month, because the patrons voted and they wanted to talk about murder, because everybody loves murder. Everybody loves the Dark Bros. And so today's topic is, if you were in Tamriel, who in Tamriel would you summon the Dark Brotherhood to murder for you?
Thank you for that specification, Tom.
You're welcome. You're welcome. T-Rex asked, but like, what are we talking, just in game or real people? And I'm like, real people get real sketchy, so let's not talk about real people. But we're talking about in any of the games, any of the characters, who is on your hit list, your number one hit list. You're going to go through the difficulty of making a creepy looking pentagram, the bones and the blood and the whatever else all the other ingredients are. There's like a soul gem involved and like a heart, right? There's
a lot of flesh.
There's just a lot of flesh involved. It's a messy process. Mm-hmm. You're going to go through all of this, and then you're going to hope that Sithis grants your wish and the Dark Bubbies go out and murder somebody for you. So who wants to start us off? Be free with the hand in the air. Timidly, like I do, I will summon murder.
I will summon murder to kill someone who is usually not very honest with us. It's a cat who likes to tell tall tales.
Oh no,
Maik, the liar.
Oh no, you're gonna seek the Dark Brotherhood on Maik?
He's too powerful. Someone needs to bring him down. He's gone through the span of time. We don't know what is going on. I don't understand Maik.
Yeah, because he talks about how like his father was Maik and his father's father was Maik, and then there's the Lotus Knight did an episode about how like maybe he's actually Lorcan. Who even knows? Lotus,
He's just way too powerful.
Lotus wants to
Coming out
chime in.
swinging. Poor Maik. He just wants to lie to you.
Or tell you the real truth.
I suppose that's also true, or a lie. But wow, can you? All right, so here's my first question though on that. Can you set a contract on Maik? Would it work?
I think that he would destroy the Dark Brotherhood.
That would be like that's his limit.
To delete the Dark Brotherhood. That's,
what makes you think that it wouldn't work? Like, what about it?
Well, we can't kill Maik, right? Like, I don't remember my last
cannot.
playthrough.
No,
but
you can't.
we can't kill him.
He takes a
I think
knee
that
and he gets back up. Yeah.
He's omnipotent, right? Like, he's got magic power. We can't stop him. Dark Brotherhood can't stop him.
Well, there's the question of, is Maik always the same Maik? Is Maik just, being weird or whatever? Or is there something more to Maik? So like, I'm just curious, like say Maik, take the extreme example, say Maik is something more than just generic Khajiit. That'd be, can you set the Dark Brotherhood on like a Daedra or something like that? Because it's not really going to ever end up amounting to a completed contract.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you were to, I think if you were to like set up a contract on like Sheogorath, they're going to look at you and go, they're going to be, yeah, right. Okay.
Right.
Whatever. We can't do that one. But if they don't know the true nature of Maik, and Maik happens to be more powerful and a creature of greater ability,
I assume they would take the contract. I'm just curious, would it amount to anything in the end? Or, again, I guess it'd be a good way of testing if Maik's literally just like, oh no, he was just a normal Khajiit because he's super dead now.
He's just a weirdo. And now he's dead. We just saw him wandering around out in the wilderness somewhere and just snuck up behind him and stabbed him. Oh, I guess he's dead now. Rob?
Also, if you mentioned like Daedra, you probably could put a contract on a Daedra. Just thinking about like the logistics of it is when you put a contract on a person for the Black Sacrament, you are now putting their soul to be claimed by Sithis. Daedra do have souls, and just typically when they die, they go back to Oblivion. In this case, it would be claimed by Sithis, so it stops them from going back to Oblivion. So that'd probably be one of the best ways to kill a Daedra.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. I wonder, would that supersede their ability to just go back to Oblivion?
I would presume so, but I guess there's a possibility that the nature of the Daedra's soul could override that, but I would presume it'd be the other way around.
I think we just designed a new quest for the Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, that'd be really cool to,
I mean, we've already killed an emperor, right?
That's true. But what
else can you go kill? Why don't we just set up a contract on Clavicus Vial?
But with that though,
it's going to be called wiping out the Daedra.
What was that, Ben?
But when you perform this Black Sacrament, though, the Night Mother is the one that gives the contracts out.
She communicates it.
Yeah, but
it's like, so isn't it like approved by Sithis?
But what if she like sees like, oh, it's Maik, better not touch him because I know what he is truly.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, even Daedra is like, yeah, we're not going to do that because. We can't.
Maybe the Night Mother tells the listener, and then the listener's like, I ain't touching that.
Or maybe Maik just retcons the Dark Brotherhood. You come up to stab him, and he's like, there never was a Dark Brotherhood. And, like,
and they're just gone.
That's it.
Just fourth wall breaks, erases the existence.
Yeah, right.
It just zooms out, and all of a sudden it's just somebody at his desk typing code. And now there's no Dark Brotherhood code.
What's his name?
All gone. And then zooms back into the
Dark Brotherhood
game.
tried to kill Maik. Now there is no Dark Brotherhood.
Man, that'd be crazy. All right, so let's wrap this one up. We've got Maik. Maik coming out strong. Be free. Who among you thinks that this would actually work, and who doesn't? Raise your hand if you think it'll actually work, or chime in and say I do if you're not on camera. So who thinks it would actually work?
Maik's too powerful.
Most of you. So Rob's the only one that says yes. Oh, okay. Siege Bro also. Rob and Siege Bro think that this would actually work, that the Dark Brother could actually kill Maik. Everyone else is like, nope, Maik is something else. It is not possible. Wow. Including Be Free. You yourself were like, no, it's not going to work. I'm going to sick them on them. And then it's just not going to work.
It's the ultimate misdirection. You want to get rid of the Dark Brotherhood, you set them up for a contract they can't possibly succeed at, and then boom.
I just want to cause chaos.
Just want to watch the world burn. All right, man. That's a good one. We're going to be thinking about this one for a while. If you are listening to this,
unexpected to start.
Yeah, and you have any thoughts on if this would work or not, let us know, because this is definitely material they could explore in Elder Scrolls 6. All right, who wants to go next? All right, let's do it. I saw Jumer off.
All right. My contract would be for Vivek.
Vivek.
Go for it.
Okay, what time period, Vivek?
Third era. I mean,
Third era. Okay.
Yeah.
Before the events of Morrowind?
Power,
You don't want to snuff him out before, like kill baby Hitler or anything.
Yeah. No. It would be, it'd be the Dark Brotherhood, Sithis, that they're not happy Morag Tong. They're fighting. It's a whole thing. So they just want to like demoralize the Dark Elves, and they'd go for Vivek. I think that would be dope.
All right. So this is another one of those where it's like, is it even possible? Because Vivek is like sort of like a living god, right? Like he's very powerful.
Right.
Yeah,
Also,
but
he can die.
him to Hitler as a serious note, by the way.
Right. So the question I have here is not, is he killable? The question is the Dark Brotherhood capable of achieving the goal of killing him?
And where does his soul go? Like we were talking about with like Daedra souls and stuff. What the hell is Vivek's soul? Like Sithis is going to enjoy that.
I mean, just from my experience in the series, I mean, you were part of the Morag Tong in Morrowind, but since I was able to punch Vivek to death, I actually don't think he'd really be able to hold out too well, especially if someone like me ended up being recruited by the Dark Brotherhood for this quest. Seems totally workable, because he's not peak Vivek power after the events of Morrowind. So if we're in the third era, he's definitely on the waning side of things. So I could see him getting dropped. I do not know. I guess you pitch his soul into the void, because I mean, theoretically, he wasn't really. He became a god as opposed to was actually a god to start with.
Right. So would his soul still behave like a Chimer's soul?
I would assume that since his power wanes,
his death is the end of his divinity. So
right. So I would think,
in theory, at least.
Yeah. Right. So I would think that would be like, yeah, well, should have been more careful, because now you kind of got dropped into the mortal realm again, and then
nice victim blaming.
Yeah.
Should have been more careful with that. Real god.
Guy who got hunted down and murdered.
I have a question about the Morrowind game, because I haven't actually played that. Is he killable in the game before you mess with the Heart of Lorkhan, or is it like once everything's been settled, then you can kill him?
I think everybody is killable by default.
Yes, it does sever the prophecy when you kill him, but you can theoretically, if you're strong enough, like given the potential, you can just go up. Because I had already completed the game when I did it, and I was like, I bet I want to fist fight the floaty guy, and that was kind of because I didn't know the lore worth anything back then. So.
And you were like 14 or something?
Good instincts. Yeah, sounds about right.
I just want to fist fight the floaty guy because I'm a 14-year-old kid. Why not?
We had a fist fight. It didn't last as long as I thought it would probably go, and he was just dead on the balcony. So he doesn't disappear in my world. Apparently, I have a very conclusive end, but. It was post game, but I know theoretically, had I tried beforehand, you could kill him.
Does the Heart of Lorkhan impact his divinity? Like after, like obviously that was the origins of his divinity.
Yeah.
Well, it's the origins of his power, and he might be divine because people worship him.
So when they were separated, if I remember correctly, they do mention that their power is waning because they can't do their periodic pilgrimage for their battery recharge, essentially, at the Heart of Lorkhan. Okay. Since he's, Dagathar's got it in behind the ghost fence because he was dumping blight on everybody. So they kind of, as far as I remember, at least, they were kind of like lessening in power. And then it was like, theoretically, if he doesn't go back to recharge, I would assume it would continue on that path.
Yeah, I always got the sense that they were gods in the sense that they were extremely powerful beings, not in the sense that they mantled another god and took their slot in some sort of pantheon. Right.
And I wasn't trying to say that either. Yeah, it was just more so that they did gain a sense of divinity when they harness the power of the Heart of Lorcan. It's just apparently I was just trying to grasp whether that was like a concurrent thing or if it was just a set in motion. Like we did the thing and now we're forever.
And now we're just good, right? Yeah, it always seemed like the pilgrimage to go back to the Heart of Lorcan seemed pretty integral from what I remember. But
yeah.
So yeah, I think that's totally feasible then to put a contract on him and kill him, especially after he stops making those pilgrimages.
So, Jimriff, why Vivek? We got a little bit into the why Maik because is it possible also this would cause chaos? That was kind of
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Are you the same thing here?
Just chaos. Just chaos. Just see pitting two people against each. I thought it'd be fun.
Just to see what happens.
Not much else beyond. No more. Yeah.
All right.
Well, do you dislike Vivek? Do you want him to die?
No, I actually like him a lot. I think he's a cool character.
Gotta kill something.
Yeah. And then you would end up killing the entire city because Bardal would fall. And, that would just chaos.
I mean, to be fair, he did that anyway. So
all right, let's just rip the Band-Aid. Let's get it done.
Exactly.
All right. So who thinks the Dark Brotherhood would be capable outside of bringing in Lotus to fight for them? Who thinks the Dark Brotherhood on their own would be capable of actually carrying this out? We've got a bunch.
I do.
All right. T-Rex thinks so. Ombre raises his hand on the screen, which moves around everybody on the screen. Got it. All right. So most of you think this is possible. Okay. Got it. All right. Well, I think these are getting real weird. I was expecting like much more like reality grounded kind of individuals.
These are way more creative than the people I want to kill.
Yeah. All right. So who wants to go next? Rob, you raised your hand on the last one. Do you want to
go? Yeah, sure. It's not very original apparently because it's kind of we're all just pulling the trigger at different targets, but we're pulling the same kind of trigger, it seems. My initial idea was Alduin.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Not and solely again, just like them. I don't expect them to kill him, but I do expect them to try. And I fully am confident that they would definitely lose. Like with Vivek on the waning side of his power, their power, I feel like there is a chance for the Dark Brothers to succeed. And with Maik, his whole thing is kind of a mystery. So like maybe you could kill him easy peasy. Maybe he's straight up Lorcan, who knows? But there's a chance that you could definitely succeed. Alduin, you got no chance, but you're done. You're done.
Yeah, unless you are like the Dragonborn, right? Like that's the whole premise.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that if I know like the Dragonborn is part of the Dark Brotherhood, I guess, and then I'll just
right. But that's what I'm saying is that like chances are that's not the case. So therefore, like you're just setting them up for failure.
Because if the Dragonborn is the assassin in question, then no one I can send will be able to stop the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn is an like unstoppable force. There is no movable object to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, Alduin. All right. Now, what do you think?
Make a point like if someone shows Sheogorath, they would just not do it, and I kind of agree. So if they did that to Alduin, I was like, okay, well, go kill Mirmilnir or something.
Just pick another dragon.
Yeah, I would love to see the Dark Brotherhood try to fight a dragon.
That would be cool.
Because it's totally out of their element. They're all about ambush and poison and like subterfuge and sabotage. And like, no, good luck killing a dragon, my dude. Like, there's no stealth that's going to help you there.
I was going to say the dragon will go back to his dragon mound and there'll just be like a really oddly placed chandelier. It's like, I don't remember that being there.
A really big one. A really, really big chandelier.
Yeah, and they're just trying to like cut the rope and drop it on.
Right. Sharon, did you buy a new chandelier?
Molvenir, did you?
My husband said he would like to see them carry the dragon bones without going over their limit.
Oh yeah, that's also a valid point.
Yeah,
they die there too from over encumbrance.
I think you just invented a new mod for somebody out in the world to create. Is one where you can actually, or maybe this whole entire episode, one where you decide the contract and then Brotherhood agents show up somewhere in Skyrim to try to murder whoever you pulled the contract on.
But to separate myself from what has already been said, because I don't want to just keep being a repeat, I do have a legitimate target as well. Jerry Raw from Solitude in Elder Scrolls 5. He's the guy who every time you're like walking up the ramp to go up to like the blacksmith in Solitude, he's at the bottom of the ramp and he's always like trying to offer you a sketchy job. Like, hey man, you want to make some money?
He's the Argonian down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Argonian.
Yeah.
And then he ends up like sending you on a quest with his partner Deja, who's like an Argonian on the docks. And also wouldn't mind taking her out, but Jari is the one who pisses me off the most. So I would definitely want to take him out specifically.
Just because he keeps bugging you every time you walk by?
Well, yes, he's always like bothering, like when I'm just trying to like sell something to a merchant, he's like, hey, you want to like buy some skooma or something? Like he's like always talking about some sketchy stuff. And I'm like, leave me alone, man. I'm just trying to do my job. And then
my
also,
life.
when you are like wanting to like, oh, you know what? Let me hear you out. What job do you have for me? And then he's like just from the get-go to the very end screws you over like 4 different times in that quest line. He's just the worst. He's an absolute scumbag.
Got it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. And clearly, they would be capable of this. And now, the other question I have for you, Rob, is where do you do the Dark Sacrament? Because we talked about this in the pre-show, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not doing it in my house." Where are you setting up this?
My bedroom?
Where are you setting this up at?
There. That's a good question. I mean,
just out in the woods. I mean, you live in near Vegas, right? Like, or in Vegas, so like you've got a lot of desert. You just head off into the desert,
Tom.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. I guess this would be you in Tamriel. But
so
in
I would
that case,
take a boat to Hammerfell so that I'm completely away from all of this, so they can't connect it to me. And then I would piss off the Dark Brotherhood branch over there because they would hate to make that trip, and tell them to go kill Jari Ra. And I would probably just do it like in the back alley behind a bar or something.
What if you break into Jari Ra's house and do it in his house?
Oh God!
Well, I guess they don't have like.
He comes home and he's like, "Oh no, what's this?
Oh, that ain't great.
My initial thought was like, don't leave a trail behind because you're going to get caught. But like, I guess they don't have like investigative tools like that in that kind of world.
No, they kind of are. I mean, that's sort of a thing that just happens. They don't really go too much in. It's like, just a black sacrament. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I could just do it like out in the outside of like the stable house of Solitude, I guess, if I really wanted somewhere close and convenient.
Yeah.
But it would be somewhere that's not like a residence. I don't think Jari has a home, so I couldn't break into his home because he's homeless.
Most of the people in the game don't actually. There's not enough buildings for everybody to have homes.
I don't know if it's game mechanics or like
you just find his bedroll out on the dock and it's just got a pentagram under the sheets. It's like,
yeah. That would be kind of cool though, because then like he knows it's coming, but he doesn't. Yeah. It's just like I got to be on the eye out for like an assassin coming to me at any moment, anytime.
You tell him you're going to punch him in the face. You just don't know when.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes they don't take the contract though, so maybe he's just nervous for the rest of his life.
He's just permanently nervous and then dies of stress.
Right. He's just like every time someone walks up, he's like, sorry. I thought you were the Dark Brotherhood. Sorry.
Got a high blood pressure.
Right. And that's just what does him in. And then he's never given anybody any shady quests anymore. All right. Well, this is cool. Okay. Alduin and then Jarira. Who wants to go next? All right, we got Siege Bro.
Thoughts?
Oh, you had some thoughts on this one?
Rob said.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this first, and then we'll go on to Siege Bro.
I have 2 thoughts about everything that was just stated. First thought: could the Dark Brotherhood potentially like kill Alduin, but not take his soul because they're not Dragonborn? Like if they all went together,
like just throw the whole guild at him, and like could they at least take him down, even if it goes back
and then he'll just be reincarnated, like the dragons.
Back to the whole like if you kill a Daedra, they'll go back to Oblivion, and if that's what it is, well, you did what I asked you to do. You did kill them, but they're still there.
And my other thought is the best place to do the Black Sacrament is inside of Maven Blackbriar's home because no one's going to question her murdering anyone. So.
Good luck getting in there. She's got like 18 mercenaries in every corner.
That's true. It's true.
You can kill them pretty easy.
That's true. I mean, you could do a Black Sacrament for all the guards and then sneak in, do a Black Sacrament for Jarira. Just lots of black sacraments.
Yeah, also, that's like literally across the entire region of the province of Skyrim, because Maven's all the way in Riften, and her home's like in the wilderness outside of Riften, and then that's all the way to get to Solitude. Man, that's...
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they won't trace it back to you.
Northwest to the southeast. Yeah. All right. Siege Bro, who are you having murdered?
Alrighty. Well, it looks like we're doing honorable mentions, so for just comedy's sake, I would choose the writer of The Lusty Argonian Maid. Just because I think it would be hilarious. Like, this is the deep lore for Elder Scrolls. Oh yeah, that guy who wrote that one-off joke book. Yeah, he died horribly.
He pissed somebody off.
But my actual choice would be the captain when you first enter Skyrim. You know, she points over. Oh yeah, prisoner.
Oh,
no. He
lady
doesn't have any crime. No, yeah, she's dead. Sorry. I'm very contentious.
Rika or whatever her name
No, it's
is?
not Rika.
It's not Rika. Rika's rules, but
Rika's babe. But that's just some
Yeah,
unnamed captain.
Rika
who
and
never comes up
Brynjolf are
again.
both Nords. She was definitely an Imperial.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Or it's just like, whatever, name's on the list, don't care. Like, it's like, all right, look, this is why people end up with mixed up IRS tax returns, because you're not doing your job. Like,
or why people end up on the chopping block, Lotus. I think that'd be a better example.
Literally
different.
But she's like, I typically side with the Empire a lot of the times, and she's definitely one of the more horrendous sides of it. So I totally sympathize with that.
Yeah, she's just like, I don't care. Really put him on the chopping block. Just go. Yeah. And what's his face next to her is like, all right, sorry.
Advar, my boy.
Advar, yeah. He's like, all right. Man, at first I thought General Tullius, he said captain, and I was like, yeah, no, that lady.
Yep. No, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. You know what? I dislike her more now that you reminded me she exists.
Yeah, I think just because she doesn't have a name.
It's super generic Imperial lady.
You can't hold a hate for someone you don't know, but now that you're like placing an identity with her, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, screw her.
Yeah. Another mod idea just gives her a name, and then some life somewhere out in the world, so you can go hunt her down.
Okay, so
the first time I played Skyrim,
go ahead.
I did some research. That specific captain, that same NPC, if you are going in on the Nord side with Rayloff, you actually do kill her immediately.
Really?
Oh, she's the one that comes through the gate.
She's the heavy armored one. Yep.
Yes.
So you get to kill her almost immediately.
No, that's right. That is right. Oh, I never put two and two together.
I
it's like I always just was like, oh, she looks familiar, but it never occurred to me that she's the actual same.
The thought occurred to me, and I'm like, I have to look this up. This can't be right. But no, it is the same NPC.
That's really good. That's great. That's really great.
Well, I just learned something.
Yeah. So the first time I played Skyrim, I was like 15, and I took that personally. So I immediately sided with the Stormcloaks.
So you did kill her.
Yeah,
you just didn't even know you did. Well, if you were a necromancer, you could raise her from the dead and then have the Dark Brotherhood come and kill her again.
Yeah, kill her again.
Oh, even if I joined the Imperials, I would still choose her.
I'm going to take the section that we did at the beginning of the show talking about undeath policies and necromancy. I'm going to put it at the end of the show. So if you were listening to this episode and you're wondering, like, what is all this talk about zombies and undead things and undeath policy? That's at the end. Just listen beyond the end of the show. You're going to
10-minute blooper reel.
Yeah, it's like a 10-minute blooper reel. Seed Bro, very cool ideas. I'm down with this. We got to take a quick break and thank our patrons. So why don't we do that, and then we'll get to the rest of you guys. So don't go anywhere.
This is Hamish Morak, Dragonborn, and you are educating yourself to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast.
All right, here we are in the middle of the show. I'm going to make this as short and sweet as I can. We have some new patrons to welcome aboard. So we've got all these guys. So thank you to all of you for joining us and helping support the show and everything that you do. And also, big welcome to, let's see, we've got Kyle C. and Chardonnay D. I'm not sure if I called you guys out last time or not, but if I did, you're getting double calls out. Nathan C., Lee M., Nicole C., Ian H., and Sam. Just Sam. So thank you to all of you for all of your support and welcome to the Patreon. Hope you're enjoying the ad-free episodes, all the other stuff that you can get. And a big shout out to our Daedric Princes, Kira C and Noodle Al Dente for their support, for their tier 5 support. And they get shout outs every single week. And a big thanks to all 123 of you. Thank you to all of you. You guys are amazing. You allow us to do this and make it a priority and keep the show going. So we really do appreciate it. If you're interested in joining us for a future chat like this, or just want to get ad-free episodes, or just see what other things you get, like shirts and stickers, all sorts of things, go to patreon.com/Elder Scrolls Lorecast and check out all the stuff there. Also, you can leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, and I will read that out on a future episode of the show, but we don't have any new ones this week to read out, or a rating on Spotify. Both of those things are extremely helpful. Or if you happen to have friends that you play ESO with, or people you know love Skyrim, or anything like that, and you want to suggest the show to them, that helps as well. So thank you to everybody for your support, and we've got to go talk about murder some more, so here we go.
You're listening to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast, dear child of cities. That is why the Night Mother loves you.
All right, we're back, and we've got to talk about murdering more people. Who wants to go next? Who's next on the list? We've got, let's see, Ben hasn't gone yet, Ombre, and T-Rex.
I can go.
T-Rex, who are you going to murder? You're totally into this. I'm sure this is something you think about every single day, like when you're going to bed at night.
Voting towards this subject, she did not vote towards the murder.
Yeah, strange, but I know this is something that you keep near and dear to your heart.
It is. So I'm going to go kind of a traditional route, nothing crazy. I'm going to hire the Dark Brotherhood to kill this guy from Rorikstead named Lemkill.
Okay, so who is Lemkill and where do we find him?
So he is a Nord in Rorikstead, and if you go and talk to him, he has 2 daughters, Cecil,
Cecil,
I don't know how to say her.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And Brit. Yes, and Brit. And he kind of blames both of his daughters for the death of his wife because she died giving birth. But, I mean, if you know the shady stuff that goes on in Rorikstead, then that could, explain that too. But he blames them both, and he basically abuses them and calls them lazy and stupid. So I'm going to have the Dark Brotherhood, I'll pay them 500 gold to kill this guy, and as a bonus, I will have them also kill, if they so choose, Cecil, his daughter.
Oh,
because
I wasn't sure if you're
murder.
going to go that way or not.
Yes, and I'll pay them 250 gold to kill her because she is also awful.
Wow, bonus double kill. Sounds like a stand-up guy.
For her, huh?
No redemption.
Yeah, they're kind of both terrible people. And I think the reason I say Cecil is because when she gets older, she's going to end up just like her dad. So might as well just get it over with.
Oh, man.
Have her be gone.
Just do it before it happens.
Brutal.
Wow. So what was the guy's name again?
Not even give her a chance.
Lemkill and Cecil.
Yeah,
Lemkil, and then Cecil is Sissel, and then Brit is the other daughter, and Cecil is like she also they both openly admit to beating Brit. Like it's a pretty horrendous thing, and Sissel's just more like kind of repeating the cycle. And so I get where T-Rex is coming from there, but like I don't know, she's a kid. You don't. Yeah, I feel like there's a chance for redemption there. She is just a child. She can learn from her mistakes, especially if she sees her abusive father get freaking murked.
Maybe that'll turn things around. Yeah, well, man, it's dark. We're talking dark stuff with murdering people. So it sounds like you think they both deserve it. But
I do.
Man.
I do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he clearly is not a great guy. I mean,
No, he's not at all.
yeah. And there's no debate here on if the Dark Brotherhood can achieve this because we're talking regular people.
He's a drunk.
It's probably going to be super easy to do this one. All right. Anybody else have any thoughts on this one? This is pretty straightforward. This is the most straightforward one we have so far.
I like it.
And I would do the black sacrament. I'm gonna go with what Lotus said. I'm gonna do the black sacrament in their basement.
No, man.
And then Britt can just go live with Joanne, because she wants to learn magic from him anyway. So why not?
You got it all worked out. You can sneak in the basement one night when he's drunk and doesn't notice.
Yep.
There you go. Awesome. I'm glad you were able to make it. I know you're driving right now and you're just doing this by phone, but I'm glad you were able to make it to the episode.
Yeah, and again, I'm sorry if it's loud. We're driving, so.
Yeah, it's just a little funny sounding, but it's really not that bad. So cool. All right. Well, here, let's move on to someone else. We got Ben or Ombre. Would either of you like to?
I'd like to go last.
Ombre wants to go last. All right, Ben.
I'll go last.
Ben, you're up. Do you have a target for the Dark Brotherhood?
Yes, the entire Thalmor.
All of them,
and they all need to die.
I allow this. I'm giving Ben a group discount just because I love this.
You'll need to.
I hate them with a burning passion, and they can just all.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll need to rob the entire Falkreath graveyard to get that much for Black Sacrament.
Also, how do you get a list of all of their names?
Do what I need to do.
What do you do to get a list of all of their names?
You just put asterisk Thalmor, and that's just what you give them on a piece of paper.
Sithis will know.
400 different Black Sacraments with one big title over there says the Thalmor.
Just one big Black Sacrament with little ones around it.
Wow.
Get creative with it.
So okay, so what if you needed to just do one gigantic Black Sacrament that was 1,000 times bigger than a regular one? Where would you do that?
Red Mountain.
Ombre says Red Mountain.
It'd blend in.
And where do you get all the body parts from?
Falkreath Graveyard has the biggest graveyard in all of Tamriel.
It's literally the biggest graveyard.
There we go.
Yeah. So you go dig up all the graves, you cart them, you get lots of horses with carts, you fill up all the carts.
Yeah,
you
nobody notice.
All
No one will care.
over across the water to the Red Mountain.
Not conspicuous at all.
Put it all in a boat. Get it over to Red Mountain.
No, it's a piece of cake. This is
smooth
fine. Sailing.
I think we're starting to figure out why nobody's done this yet.
You gotta hire a project manager,
or we can just go to the burned down place of Helgen and just pick up everything there.
Yeah, I mean, they're already laying around. You can just draw the circle around the husks.
Yeah, Helgen, the village itself, the city itself, just becomes one big pentagram.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's much
no one will notice.
I don't think
no one knows. No one will go there.
No, I don't think that would be enough to balance it out either. I don't think enough people die.
The entire Thalmor organization is more than just the small town of Helgen.
Oh yeah, there's a terrifying amount of Thalmor.
It's got to be thousands
right there.
What percentage of high elves are Thalmor? Are we talking about genocide now?
No.
Even wait. Even if this was 10%, a very like a large minority, 10% of high elves are Thalmor. The number of high elves in Tamriel, what do you guys think? Millions?
I would say probably
a second dragon has been found at the Somerset Isles.
Let's say that there were 3 million high elves in Tamriel in the during the time
What's
of
a
Skyrim.
second genocide attempt to the High Elves?
And so
anyways?
10%
I'm
of
still
that.
fine with it because I hate the Thalmor. I'm just curious about statistics.
Yeah,
now.
10% of that would be 300,000.
I mean, I feel like the easiest way to do it would be just hiring them to kill all the higher ups and then have it just turn
let
into
it
complete
fall.
civil war.
Yeah, let it
Cut off
fall
the
apart.
heads.
Yeah, if you had to micromanage, for logistics sake, yeah, I would target the heads and then just extend it out as much as you needed. Provided you had the corpses to keep doing the sacraments.
Well, could you do could you do a sacrament with a person who just had the contract carried out on them?
Oh, it's just a looping
sacrament circle.
Oh my gosh. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
If you could
fit black sacrament machine.
The tricky part would be making sure that you were able to get the body after the assassination occurred, right? Like knowing when it was going to happen.
Like you get an extra 100 gold if you bring me the corpse.
Yeah,
you got to be made of money to do that because you got to pay that for every single contract.
Yeah, I know. It's going to get expensive.
Yeah.
I'm sure we had enough gold.
So here's what you do first.
Project manager.
Wait till endgame for that.
Here's what you do first is you murder a really, really wealthy person. And then you steal all their money.
Okay, and then use theirs to fund your...
Yeah.
Well, you really would need a project
just
manager
burglarize their home. You don't have to murder them, Tom.
But if you're already murdering so many people, might as well take out a really terrible wealthy person.
Well, at that point, just assassinate all the Thieves Guild, take all their assets, use that to...
The whole point of the Dark Brotherhood is that you don't
just go after go after Maven or Blackbriar. That's all you need to do. She has all the money in Tamriel.
All right, so I can't believe that I'm going to be the one to try to be a voice of reason here because that's not usually what I go with. But I feel like we were all real offended by somebody half-assing their job when it was us on the chopping block, and I feel like what's another murder? It's his name's not on the list. Kill him anyways. We've all become that person very quickly.
But if it's like Maven Blackbriar, like Ben is saying, and then Deo in chat says, plus it gives you the first body. So you murder them, you steal all their gold, and then use their body to do the first black sacrament.
But the whole point of a black sacrament is that you don't want to do the murdering yourself. And so why murder someone to do a black sacrament to avoid murdering someone?
Because the person that you really want to murder is harder to murder than the other person. It's not about avoiding murder. It's about access to somebody that you can't get access to.
Yeah, we're going on the incompetence factor rather than the moral offense of it.
The whole point
if it's morals you're worried about,
doesn't require murder.
Maybe you could just convince a wealthy person that hates the Thalmor to fund your project.
Oh, yeah, you got that too.
The difference between killing that old woman in her cabin over by Bleak Falls Barrow versus assassinating the Emperor of Tamriel.
I just like the recycling of the bodies. That's very practical. Kill one, use that one to summon the next one. Really, it's efficient. I like
Can a member
reuse and recycle?
Can a member of the Dark Brotherhood
security?
Right? Can a member of the Dark Brotherhood do a black sacrament? Has that happened?
Yes, Astrid
has happened, hasn't it?
Astrid.
Okay, so
Astrid did.
So if that's the case, then and you were a member of the Dark Brotherhood, then you might have access to know when somebody was going to go to hunt down the person that you have.
Although, wait, didn't Astrid do that on you and the Dragonborn?
She did it on her. She used herself as the sacrament.
Well, she used herself as
she was burning. Remember,
fuel for the black sacrament, but to kill the Dragonborn, right?
No, to kill the
Emperor.
Isn't it Emperor?
Oh, she just did a second contract on the Emperor. She's like, oh, we failed the first one, so let's have Astrid give herself up to do it again. That quest
I forget what the target was, but you get the Blade of Woe out of it.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done that one.
That's what matters, right?
Yeah, before
what sword do you get?
Chime in for sure on that one. I'd have to look it up again. Okay, so but if you were in the organization, then you would have a sense of maybe when one of your colleagues was going out to do that assassination, potentially, and then it would be easier to cycle the bodies.
Yeah.
I guess if you could do it like the Black Sacrament and you're in the Dark Brotherhood, then you could just make the original contract. Like after you kill this person, for the extra 100 gold, I want you to use their body to do a Black Sacrament for this person, and then just write out all the names. And go ahead and make a huge contract.
All right. So since Ombre wanted to go last,
Lotus has one. Okay.
This totally feeds into mine, which is I would actually have it put on myself. from the concept of being in game, because as everyone knows, I actually don't like the Dark Brotherhood, so I will use it as a way to eliminate the assassins one by one as
to
they
draw
come
them
to try
into
to
your
fulfill
web,
the contract.
your trap.
Yes.
Okay, so wait, so how do you do this? Because
Blasphemy.
they know very well how to assassinate people and make it look like nothing happened out of the ordinary. So how do you, or do you like bunker down in your house and set up a bunch of traps?
I prep this
and
up in advance. Like
Okay.
I would.
What's the plan?
I don't know. Like so, the plan is going to need to be along the lines of like, if you have, think of it a Tamrielic version of Home Alone, where like I am setting up
paint cans. You're dropping paint cans from the second floor.
I'm setting up my murder shack, and unfortunately, some poor sod is going to have to get killed so that I can do a black sacrament. And I basically want this clown show to just come in to try to get rid of me while I eliminate them. And as the contracts fail, they're going to still try to cash in on their money. And I'm hoping, because I think they're a lousy organization, despite their love of the community, I want to just like have them keep trying to claim this while I eliminate the assassins as quickly as I can. So
and then you could use the other
myself.
bodies of the ones you kill to put out second and third and fourth contracts on yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And to just to taunt them with like, well, it didn't work. Now you've got even more contracts out for me.
I fully support this. That's why I wanted him to go after Alduin. I hate the Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah,
a bunch of bozos.
Thank you. I can collectively hear people disliking me.
Everyone's like,
because
no.
everybody loves the Dark Brotherhood.
No, everyone just loves the creepy dark stuff, right?
I know.
Yeah,
but yeah, so that would be mine, and that's why I was like, oh man, we somehow actually got into the whole putting contracts on yourself stuff. I was like, perfect. It goes right into what I would do.
Yeah, and the Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion was better than the one in Skyrim.
Yeah, that's like one of the best storylines in a game.
That's true for most factions in the series.
That's true. It is true. The stuff in Oblivion was very well written. All right. Ombre,
I do have an answer for a question about Astrid, I think. I looked it up, and it looks like Astrid made the sacrament on herself so that the Night Mother would tell the Dragonborn to go look for Astrid, and so that the Dragonborn could finish the
That's
situation.
what it was. Okay, because I was like, I feel like we're close to it. That makes sense. Okay, yep.
All right, so Ombre, you want to go?
Okay, so first, it's my completely reasonable one. So my completely reasonable one is the person we all love in Whiterun the most. It is Nazim. I hate that guy with a burning passion of 1,000 suns.
I thought somebody was gonna name Nazim.
There it is.
Yeah.
I was wondering if Nazim was going to escape unscathed.
No, he's not going unscathed.
And the answer is no.
Else. No, he's not going unscathed. That guy has no protection. He's dying for 100% sure. Guards can't even save him from us. So he's dead for sure.
Random dragon attacks will kill him. Yeah.
Now for
why Nazim? Why do you hate him so much?
Why Nazim? Why do I hate him so much? Well, he annoys me. The issue is he always like seeks you out and talks to you, and it's always condescending. I just hate him.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. I just wanted to play the but why him card.
No.
When he
so
walks up to Carlotta and is like, "Oh, I forgot you guys need groceries."
Here's the thing. My favorite mod in all of Skyrim is the one that whenever he says, "Oh, you ever been to a Cloud District?" where he gets launched 1,000 feet into the air and falls from falling damage. That is my favorite mod because it never gets old. Because you just randomly see him go flying into the air and just dies.
That's awesome.
It's great. But okay, so for my other one, now I remember we were mentioning this guy earlier, and we were saying that the Brotherhood would probably not go for this contract, but I'm just going for theoretical here, and it is Sheer Gorath, and not for the reason of him dying. The reason why I would want to put a contract in Sheer Gorath would be, one, I would want the Dark Brotherhood, this ties into the last one, to dress up as the Thalmor and try to assassinate him. One, this would cause unprecedented chaos, as they would probably have to enter his domain of Oblivion in order to try to even kill him, which would just ensue in the most chaotic battle known to man. But then also, if Sheer Gorath does fall for the ruse and goes after the Thalmor, it causes an unprecedented war between Sheer Gorath and the Thalmor, which is even better. That is why I would want that to happen.
So you're giving them like
this Thalmor hate.
You're giving them like a bonus.
Yeah, I think you're allowed to put conditions on the contract, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Have it be like, because if you want to have somebody else have the like blame be thrown toward them, like in the idea of like a coup or something like that. So you could actually like, I would assume that you could put like, oh, a condition is I want it to be like a Thalmor hit or something like that. I assume you could add that as like an addendum.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, but just because we were mentioning Sheogorath the entire episode, I was like, I have to mention this because I was thinking about it at the beginning. It was nagging at my mind the entire time.
Why Sheogorath instead of any of the other Daedric princes?
Just because Sheogorath is he's the Daedric Prince of Madness, and if you were just like viewing it, it would just be absolutely hilarious if he had like Wabbajack with him and he was just like, turning the members into fucking rabbits while he's trying to fight. I think that would just be absolutely hilarious. The one thing I would be careful about is that nothing ever seems to go the way you expect it will when Sheogorath is involved with anything. Oh yeah.
So I think that's why he's the most interesting choice.
Exactly.
But like he might just turn things around on you in a way that is like super unexpected and terrible.
No.
Well, Sheogorath is like my least favorite of the Daedric princes because he's just so overrated in my opinion. The one thing I'll say to him is that when given a challenge, he will always find the most interesting solution. Mm-hmm. With like the stuff with his contest with Faramina, his contest
the 16 accounts of madness. It's
his
just
contest
like
with any of them. He always has so many.
So
cool
the thing you expect is never the thing that actually happens. So it might backfire in a very glorious, entertaining, and yet terrifying way for you being the one who summoned them to go after him.
Well, Ombre was hoping for some chaos. I think that would be the way to do it.
Let's go. I don't care if it comes back on me as long as everything
as long
goes
as it's an
down.
entertaining exit.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, man. We started with some craziness. We ended with some craziness. You guys had some really fun ideas. This has been super fun.
A lot of those were way more creative. Like people had some weird takes on this. I was like, oh, all right, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have one more real fast.
Okay.
All right.
In the Cloud District, that little girl that bullies
the mean girl.
I'm not one for kids being off, but she is terrible.
Now, I've never hit a shot, but I swear to God.
Yeah. When I play in VR, I throw her. I pick her up and I go, get out of here.
We're talking about Braith, right?
I think that's her name,
I think that's
right?
her name.
Yeah.
Let me go check.
Well, guys, thank you for joining me. We're going to go back through everybody, and if you have something you're working on, some project or something you want to shout out, then feel free to share that, or just ways people can reach you. And we'll start with Rob.
Well, Tom, do you have anyone you want to kill?
Anyone I want to kill?
You didn't kill anybody, Tom.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about it.
Kill me.
I would kill.
Do you have anyone you would want killed? You're not killing them.
I would kill. Who's the one in ESO who says, "You don't know how long I've been looking for you"? Stuga.
All right.
For Stuga.
Easy.
Yeah. That's. The community would probably both rejoice and be sad.
Yeah, and I think they appreciate me more than anything else.
I think so too.
Thank God we don't have to have that.
That's a memory we won't get anymore, but that's fine.
I was also thinking of the new Tales of the Tribute lady, the card sharps and collectors, because she's just becoming just as annoying as Stuga for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain ones that you just go by all the time, and it's like, now I'm just not going to do the quest line, and then it makes it worse for you. Yeah, absolutely. But Rob, what do you got going on? I know you got stuff.
My list of things so I don't forget is gone, so I will hopefully remember. Sky Oblivion project, please check us out. We are trying to remake Oblivion in the Skyrim game. We don't need any kind of support except for volunteers. So please come join us and volunteer. If you don't know anything, we can teach you how. Look us up. You can find the Discord, join the server, ask questions, all that good stuff. Appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitter if it's still up by the time this is posted, at Rob the Princess, and come play ESO with me. Come, reach me on the Discord as well. It's Rob the Princess everywhere, pretty much. And I am a guild officer of the Lorecasters Robots' PC guild. There's all the other consoles as well, but I run the PC one with Jillian, so we try to run a bunch of events as much as we can. Been a little quiet event-wise, but we've still been playing, so reach out to us. We'd love to play with you. And I think that's it.
All right. Yeah, and if you have any questions for any of these people, they're all on Discord, so you can always reach out there as well. Cool, Rob, thanks. And Ben, I know you got stuff.
Yes, I am one of the hosts for Holocron History, Star Wars Canon versus Legends, to where we take a deep dive into the Star Wars lore. And I am also one of the hosts for the Wizarding World Lorecast, to where we take a deep dive into the Wizarding World and the Harry Potter universe. Both shows are part of the Robots Radio Network, and you can find me on Discord, Twitter, Twitch. I stream both shows on Twitch at Ben of Temeria.
Nice. Awesome. B?
Yeah, so you can catch me on the Fallout Patron chat, which is this coming Tuesday.
Yep.
Tom confirms I'm correct on that. I'm also pretty active on Tom's streams, which are Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays in the afternoons.
Yep. When I can do them. Last week was
I wasn't
busier.
this past week, but I don't think you were streaming anyways.
I wasn't streaming anyways. Yeah.
Busy week for me. And also, this is like distant future, so like probably like a year, but I want to start a YouTube channel where I will be it'll be like a cooking YouTube channel, but with like the cookbooks from like the Fallout games, the Elder Scrolls games.
Oh, nice.
And then if I go through all those other video game series.
Yeah,
so
dude,
I love to cook and it'd be super
awesome.
fun. So
I'm down for that. I think you should get that going. That sounds great.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, thanks, B.
By the way, there's a Witcher one coming out.
A Witcher
well, after I get to the other two,
there's also a Dungeons and Dragons cooking book as well.
You got so many cool things you can make. That sounds awesome. And Jumaraf, you got anything going on? Oh.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yeah, there you are.
I've done that twice now. I left my mic off. Where can I find free time? I'll be in ESO eventually. It's been since before, what's this update called? Firesong?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before Firesong, I have not been able to log into ESO on my PC. It's been crashing for the entire time.
Oh, no, you've got that whole bit going. Rip.
Yeah. I was able to log on just now, so that's exciting. I should be able to play on PC some more because otherwise I was just stuck on Stadia. But other than that, enjoying the show. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, well, thanks for being here. Siege Pro.
So I'm actually doing something.
Ooh.
Oh no! Now your mic's getting choppy.
I'm going to be working with the Weekly Geekly as a voice actor, specifically on the Deathcast, set behind the scenes of the show Metalocalypse. So it's from the point of view of all the menials that work for the band Death Clock.
Oh,
wow,
that's pretty cool.
Congrats! That sounds exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep, they've got 3 episodes on Spotify, a couple other streaming platforms right now. So if you're interested in Metalocalypse or death metal, anything like that, you might be interested in that.
Awesome, dude. We'll have fun with that. That's awesome. Yeah, and let us know how it goes next time we talk.
Yeah, would you say it was Deathcast?
Deathcast. They have 3 episodes right now. Yep.
Very cool. Well, congratulations. Ombre?
Well, I stream on Twitch, hoping to get back into that. I haven't streamed in a long time, so find me there. But besides that, I'm probably going to be streaming World of Warcraft because that's coming out tomorrow. I'm hyped for that. Besides that, you can usually just find me on the Discord. So if you ever need me, that's where I am.
Awesome. And then T-Rex. Still driving T-Rex?
Hello. You can. I don't have anything going on. Whenever I get back home, whenever that is, I'll be doing WoW stuff. Hopefully I'll be getting back into ESO soon. And then I'm on Twitter, the Discord, T-Rex, everywhere. That's it.
Awesome. Well, cool. Maybe we should get together some people playing WoW because I was thinking about picking up the expansion as well.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Do it.
Might be fun. I usually get in for about a month or two and then I bounce out and do something else, but that might be fun for a little while. Well, cool, guys. Lotus, you got anything else going on you want to share?
We had a similar situation to this, where the holiday kind of screwed stuff up. Ark was away, so actually Matty Gone from the ESO stream team joined, and the episode should be popping up in like a day or so now that we've actually got it edited with the holiday delay and all that stuff. So we'll have an episode of Tales of Tamriel coming out, but mainly we'll have one more show before it happens. However, if you are interested in the charity event that we've been hyping up, it is December 3rd. So next weekend, we will be having the whole weekend long charity event, and we've got lots and lots of prizes. I'm giving away a torch bug just kind of as like a hype thing on Twitter. So if you want a torch bug, it's fine. It unlocks on all platforms. It's the rare pink one that I guess they were giving us stream team members. I don't know. Gina Bruno hooked me up with a whole bunch of stuff, so that's huge shout out to them. But yeah, during the actual event, which starts at 6 a.m. on December 3rd, we will be playing all sorts of the Elder Scrolls games and stuff like that, but there's tons and tons of prizes. I know people have been asking about like the game itself and stuff like that. We have game codes to give away and physical merch that I can ship out when we hit milestones and stuff. So if you're around at all and want to hang out and support a good cause, definitely check out Lotus of Doom on Twitch this weekend and win yourself some prizes maybe while we try to raise money for a good cause.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely go check that out. It's an awesome cause and it's always hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Try to make it entertaining.
It's always a lot of fun.
Episode's out now, by the way.
Oh, did it go live? Well, all right. So Ark literally published it while we were recording.
Sweet. Awesome.
Appreciate it, Ben.
Well, cool stuff. Well, I've got all my stuff, all the different shows I do, all the different lore casts. So if you're into Fallout or Lord of the Rings or Mass Effect or The Witcher, those are all over on twitch.tv/robotsradio for the live streams when they happen, and then robotsradio.net for if you want to find links to the stuff. And because we're getting closer and closer to Starfield coming out, the Starfield Lorecast is going to start coming back out again soon with all the info that we can gather for that. And then, of course, once it's out, all the lore info that you could want. So make sure you check out all that stuff. That's my stuff. But thank you again to everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it. And this is always so much fun hanging out with you guys and chatting. And for those of you listening, thanks for being here as well. And everyone who supports the show, really do appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful next week. We'll be back in actually just a few days since we're recording this late on a Sunday night. So Lotus and I will be back on Thursday and we'll see you then. So talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.
See you later.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. We'd love to hear from you. You can reach me on Twitter at robots_radio or Lotus of Doom at Lotus of Doom. Also, you can join us on the Robots Radio Discord channel. You can easily just search Robots Radio Discord on Google or check the description underneath the podcast. Also, this podcast is recorded live every week on Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on the Robots Radio channels on Twitch, YouTube, and on Facebook. So just search Robots Radio on any of those platforms. Come join us. We'd love to chat with you while we record the show or before or after. Either way, just come hang out with us. And if you're looking for more information about my shows and the shows on the Robots Radio Network, go to robotsradio.net for all the information about all the shows on the network, including the Robots Radio Rocket Club, where I help both new and existing podcasters to grow their shows, build their audiences, and create the best podcasts they possibly can. All of that at robotsradio.net. We'll see you next time.
Prepare to cup your podcast gently with Lorecast.
Cupping your podcast gently.
Oh, Hombre's here. I didn't realize we got.
Yeah, I just don't talk usually.
Welcome to the most awkward intro ever.
That's particularly useful for a podcast.
Talking about cupping microphones. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's where it goes.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Your microphone's like a lover. You gotta treat it the right way and get the best sound out of it.
See, bro, what are you painting?
We'll keep this.
What is that?
I was gonna say, you painting minis?
Yeah, I want to see.
I also want to see.
Is it a shirtless Talos figure?
Okay, hold on. It's coming to focus.
I can't tell if it's properly focusing, but it
looks like a pirate with a gun, like a samurai.
Like a banner.
Is that a Warhammer guy?
No,
That is a banner.
Here, let me.
Are you doing Warhammer miniatures?
Zoom in
It doesn't quite look like Warhammer.
That's not Warhammer?
He's got a flag on his back.
Or is it Warhammer
It's not
Fantasy?
Warhammer 40K. It's Warhammer.
It's Warhammer Fantasy.
Yeah, well, it's a Necromunda model.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
Necro means
Got that part.
Necromunda is from Warhammer
and
Fantasy.
Munda is
Wrong.
Spanish for Monday.
I can't
Dead
really
Monday?
tell if
Thank you, Tom.
So can they only perform necromancy on Mondays, or
Dead Monday?
That's a Dead Monday.
they're useless every other day of the week?
I never took Spanish in school, so I don't know much about Spanish.
I
did
don't know
and failed it.
much about Necromunda.
I was one class away from a minor in college.
Wow.
On necromancy?
Yes.
Necromancy minor. What college did you go to?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But he could bring you back.
Exactly.
It's true. It's true. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, if the death wasn't super painful.
In your sleep, painless.
Do you
You're
suppose you could
supposed
cash
to
out
the
like
T4
life insurance
monthly chat.
policies if you come back? You still get to keep the money?
It depends on how long before you come back.
I mean,
There's
imagine
actual instances of that, and it's complicated. But if you legally died, then yeah, you get to cash the money.
Wow. Oh man, modern day necromancers.
I don't know about the legality of like
That
what
should-
happens after. Like, do they have to like refund it and then wait till you die again? Like, I don't know about that.
You take out another policy,
You do
but now they
get
charge
the
you
money
more.
payout.
I can't imagine any other company would give you a policy after that.
That could be a legitimate business.
Yeah, you have some
Necromancy to
pre-existing
get your life
conditions
insurance
that-
policy.
Yeah, the pre-existing conditions seem like a big holdup.
You have some
Like, we've
pre-existing
noticed
conditions that make you ineligible. It's a death.
successfully cashed in on being dead once.
You're
We're going to
undead.
go ahead and deny.
Can you take instead of a life insurance policy, can you take like an undeath insurance policy?
I mean, what was the payout like trigger? What kind of policy is that?
You re-die. Like, so if you're alive, you have a life insurance policy. If you die and then are
I
resurrected,
feel
you're
like you get better
undead.
rates with that because you're effectively immortal afterwards. So they don't have to like. You can just keep paying premium for all
Right.
of eternity.
That would be like if you're a vampire and then you actually do get like dusted, right? Like,
Yeah. I sell insurance for a living, so this is kind of fun to.
that's great. you should
Can I sell
next
life
person
insurance to a vampire.
next person you talk to, you should be like, all right, now that you have a life insurance policy, what happens if you die and you're brought back? Can I sell you on this idea of an undead insurance policy? You're like, nope, no, I'll lose all my business.
No, it's funny to think about. I'm just it's like
Or
all
you
going
have
in the
different
head.
tiers of your insurance.
For like different levels of death. Like, what are the tiers?
the risk
Like if you
factor
died
would
of
probably be
natural
higher.
causes or if you died like unnatural causes, different tiers. So you get a different payout.
Is the
So,
risk
like,
factor
you
higher
go.
because like you're an undead and like you're probably deteriorated in your thoughts and you're gone mad, or is it lower because like you're immortal? Like what's the?
I
I
mean,
guess it depends
or
on the
would-
kind of magic.
Would it be
used.
like more based on like how much your body is destroyed in the process of death? So like if you get like completely dissolved, you get like even more money because they're like, well, this guy's definitely fucking dead.
Yeah,
Whereas
and
if
at
you
what
just
point?
lose 2 arms, you only get paid for 2.
At what point
Yeah,
are you re-dead? Like, if you go from life to death, it means like your brain stops working, right? Like that's the modern definition of death is like you no longer have any signals working in your brain. But for like re-death, do you have to be like, what if you're the kind of like, what if you're a zombie and you don't actually have any heartbeat, or like what if you're a vampire and you don't actually like what signal? I don't know. There's so
Do
much
vampires'
so
brains
complex.
still work,
I guess. I suppose they do.
or do they just have like magic fueling their life?
Oh,
I guess it depends.
Yeah.
It depends on the magic.
Well, I guess it also depends on whether or not you're talking about you, the person, or you, the flesh, because I'm sure there's brain dead people that are technically still alive.
yeah, true.
Now, how does insurance play with that?
Well, brain dead isn't literally brain dead, as far as I know. It just means like if you're brain dead, your brain does not function in a way where you can function as a normal living person. But there is still some brain functions
Like if
because
you're in
you
a
are still
coma,
alive.
yeah, like you don't have like conscious movement or control of your
Whereas-
body, but you still there's still thoughts that maybe there's something
Yeah.
happening.
But
in
what
life.
if you lose your soul?
I don't know how to measure that. Hey,
I don't think insurance cares
why
about
don't-
souls.
That's
Why don't we start the episode?
Just put me in the infinium at that point.
Yeah.
Why don't we start the episode?
As someone who's worked in insurance, I can guarantee they don't give a fuck about souls.
Right. You can't measure a soul. You can't wait. Like people used to go to hospitals where people were dying and then try to measure the weight of the body before and after death to see if the soul had any weight. Do you know about this? Like this was one of those things that like scientists 100 years ago were trying to figure out.
I have
Here's the measure of a man. Rob's
but they-
company, about
they
$1.50.
They could just make up a new unit of measurement. Just call them necrons or something.
Necrons.
His soul weighs 4 necrons.
What does a necron weigh?
Look, that's
What's the
way
conversion?
more than I'm going
Like
into. I just
two
said come up with a
Two
name
stone.
for it. I didn't,
It's above his pay grade.
yeah, that's not what I signed up for. I just said give it a name.
Just we'll give it some sort of name. All right. Well, here, why don't we start this off? By the way, we're talking about who you would have the Dark Brotherhood murder.
Yes.
So, you do that thing, put that pentagram in your house somewhere, like put some skulls and some
I'm not going
hearts.
to do it in my home, Tom.
I don't know. Well, maybe you can tell me where you're going to do your little. What is that called? There has a name.
The
Black Sacrament.
Black Sacrament.
Yeah, Black Sacrament. So you'll do the Black Sacrament, but wherever you'll do it, and then who you would have murdered in the game. We're not talking about real people
Ooh,
Because-
Lotus, what you munching on?
because that gets real sketchy.
I turned dino nuggets into spicy chicken sandwiches.
Oh my
Dino
god.
nuggets?
Ooh.
Wait, like little
Nice.
kids, like heatable chicken nuggets?
No, it's chicken, not
Whoa,
kids.
it's for everyone, Tom.
Dino Nuggies. It's for everyone.
It's made of chicken, not children.
They didn't have chicken patties at the store, so my wife was like, "You want
Could've been
dino
big
nuggets?"
chickens.
I was like, "Absolutely." So, if you take 2 T-Rexes and a pterodactyl, it makes
Oh,
a
hey,
chicken
keep
sandwich.
T-Rex out of this.
T-Rex, two T-Rexes in it. T-Rex is right here. T-Rex, you're part of a chicken sandwich.
Yep,
All right.
that's science.
Oh, man, this whole show is just going to be us just doing this. Maybe I should.
Elder
I mean,
Scrolls
we're
tonight.
technically streaming right now, so it is recording. So I could like make this the show.
Nailed it.
I bet Chad is
On
entertained.
topic, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't know if like nobody knows that we stream on Sunday night, so I doubt
I was
anybody's even
gonna say,
showing
this
up.
is hyper random anyway.
Right. It's gonna be like, well, maybe people show up, maybe not. It's been a long holiday weekend. Probably
Yes,
people
it
are probably
has.
not doing stuff. All right. Well, here we'll kick this up. Let's get started.